title it's a mythological figure. Who Hylas is a boy who goes to seek water on an island, and then he hears the nymphs calling from water from a lake, and the nymphs seduce him with their singing, and he gets into the water and they drown him, and he becomes one of them. And just like a lot of mythological stories, this is a story about metamorphosis and about change, bodies changing, life changing. And this is kind of the red thread through the album, I would say. Yeah.
How do you relate to that exactly? Do you feel like there's been a big change?
Well, I feel like, I mean, when I moved to, I was like 18 or 19 when I moved to Berlin, and just the city Berlin is a city about change, about constant transformation, like a new building next to an old building, next to a building in progress. It's a city literally risen from the ashes. Like I always call it a phoenix, you know, because it's literally like a city risen, like rose from the ashes. So it's always change, and yeah, my whole album is about this actually.
Okay, and can you tell us about this choice that you made to move to Berlin, which is pretty weird because your music is, you know, pretty instrumental, and and Berlin is the capital, obviously, of electronic music.
It's true, and that's why I was a little bit deceived when I came there, because I thought there would be a scene with more pop music, with more... I mean, of course I do pop music, but I try to search for borders and search for exciting contrasts.
Yeah.
And that's something I found in the city, but not... but I didn't find a scene with people. It was more that people were living in their own bubble. There were months that I looked in my agenda and there was nothing. It was just me, and I mean, I had to make some cash to pay the bills, you know, some stupid jobs. I convinced people to like, please book me because I'm gonna like, so I played at friends' parties, and it was like minimal and electronic and it was like techno, and then it was me, like 5 in the morning doing my stuff.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't easy to impose your music in this
and everybody was druggy, and but in the end of the day I realized I need to come to the point in a very short time. I have 16 bars to do the verse, and I love the compact form of pop music because you can hit people with short stories, you know. And it was like, it's different than an electronic song, like a house song from 17 minutes. So I think at the end of the day they remembered me and not so much the other guys that were just playing minimal.
And the result in this album is 12 songs, I think.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's 12 hits. It's like massive songs.
Yeah, they're pretty massive, but that's,
it was quite a big, you know, slap in the face when I heard it for the first time. It reminded me of the first time that I heard Woodkid, which is actually not that weird because you toured with him. Yeah. You met and you worked together.
I'm going actually tomorrow again. We're doing 5 shows again. Yeah.
Oh, can you tell us a little bit about that? How did you guys meet?
Well, Johan, he called me because he heard the music from our booking agent and through the internet, I guess. And we bonded quite quickly about like art and stuff and ambition.
Yeah.
Like, the guy has a lot of ambition. I admire him for that, and that's what I feel strongly myself too, you know. Yeah.
And you met Stromae too?
Yeah, we worked on his record for a couple of
You worked with him too? How did that go? That's another
well, it's kind of not similar, but it's similar because he liked one of my tracks and he was working on his album 1.5 years ago. And I didn't really know him that well, but I knew he was a really good guy. I heard it from friends. So he came to Berlin and I picked him up from the airport and we had the nicest day ever. Like, we talked a lot about stuff and we were in the studio and we were really working hard. But it was not like, we were not working on my tracks, we were not working on his tracks, we were working on some other stuff. And it made us it made us forget our processes, and it was all okay. It was before the whole thing happened. Yeah. Like before he completely blew up.
So Woodkid and Stromae, these are definitely one of the biggest names in French music right now.
Yeah, French, yeah, it's true.
Plus you signed with a French label, I think.
C'est vrai.
Yeah, oui.
Yeah.
So maybe you should, I don't know, think about moving here or something.
I'm here a lot right now. I'm a lot in Paris. I love it because it's a different vibe, you know. I love the French people there. The history of French chanson and the history of beautiful melodies, storytelling. That's something, combining that with the electronic and the, like not electronic, but the cold sound of Germany and the Dutch history of also electronic music. That's what I'm really into.
Interesting mix.
Yeah, like European. That's what I'm going for.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
Yeah, not so much UK or US, but it's just France, the Benelux, and Germany. I think that's a really cool triangle.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's true. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.